Hello everyone, the go-to place for all your creative needs. In today's tutorial, we're diving into the exciting world of working with the multiple image in Photoshop. Whether you are a graphic designer, photographer, or just someone looking to enhance your Photoshop skills, this tutorial is for you. Now let's jump right in. Today, we will cover various techniques and tools in Photoshop that will help you seamlessly work with multiple images. Okay, so the first step is we will open the multiple images, and you can do by going to the File, Tabs, and from there use the script and choose the load files into stacks in there and use the browse. So I want to use the files, and you can also select the folder if you do you have the selection folder in there. So for this tutorial I will use the files and use the browse. Then you can find here the several or different images. Okay, so for this tutorial, I will use few images and hold the control key. So I want to work with this one, and let me use for the example, and let me select these images and then hit on the OK. Then the next step is I will use and finish with the OK. And here you can also find or choose 2 or more files to load into an image tag. So then hit on the OK. Now it's loaded into our Photoshop in the various panels and also the multiple panels in there. So when I click over to the multiple layers, you can now see we have the few layers in there, and it's automatically created with the pages. Now that we have our images open, let's talk about the arranging them. The move tool, or you can use the V, is your best friend. So click and drag the reposition layer. You can easily rearrange, like if I want to take this image into the top, you can now see it can be movable into the top here, and the pictures in the top. So or I can just use these pictures in the top, so it will take me to the top. So here we have the pictures in there, and we can easily work through the different layers in our Photoshop. So now we will move into the layer basics. So understanding layer is crucial when working with multiple image, and each layer represents our different elements in your project. So use the layer panels to manage to organize them, and you can work through them. Like you can use the different, like the blending mode or the adjustment. You can work with the specific layer by clicking over here, or if you want to show up like this one, and like if you want to show up this layer, you can easily use it, and by using the height and unhide, and it can help you to visualize your images. So for a polished look, it's essential to align and distribute your layers, and you can do by selecting the multiple layers. So for this example, I will select these layers, and I can just hold the shift key, or you can just use the control key. Okay, so for this, I will just use, and I want to select the few layers in there, and then go to the layer panels, and from there you can find there's a saying that align by selecting the top edges of vertical center bottom edges, so the left edges. So whatever you decide. So for example, I will use the horizontal center. Now it gives me the pictures in here as the centers, and you can also adjust the distribute by using the same way. Go to the layers and use the distribute, and can help you like at the top edges, vertical centers, and bottom of the edges. So whatever you desire. So for this, if I want to use the left edges, so it can take me to the left edges in there. Okay, so you can see the layers, and before that, just hide, and we have the pictures, and we didn't work with this. We didn't select this one to give the same as the previous one. And now we move into the smart objects, and smart objects are great game changer. Convert layers to smart objects to preserve their original quality and copy non-destructive transformation. And you can also use and make the layers by using or selecting the layers. And you can also use, there's the add layers in the bottom. Click over here and it will give you here the layers, and you can easily invert. And if you use the control for invert, so it can give me the inverted it like, or you can just use the multiple selection and it will help you to give you the smart object at the same time. Okay. And also, layer marks allows you to blend elements seamlessly at our layer marks, and grab a soft brush and rebuild our height part. Layers for seamlessly integration, and you can use by selecting the brush tools, and you can easily find there. And before that, you need to select the layers and you can work through this one. So also, you can use the blend mode by selecting the layers and go to here, and you can just do this, or you can just right click and use the blending options and choose the blend mode like normal, and it can help or be different. Like you can just see here as an example, it can be help you to different looking. Okay, so for now, I will just use the cancel this one and also make the global adjustment with the adjustment layers with its color corrections, or adding a vintage vibe, adjusting the layers, or go to the tool like by selecting here the adjustment, and it can give you the various colors. Okay, so and there you have it, a comprehensive guide to working with multiple images in Photoshop. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.